say that like that.
Hey,
Please.
man, hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, okay? I will ooze
That's-
wherever I
no,
like.
no.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink. And I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Too Many Words podcast. I am your host, Isaac William Joseph. Across the screen from me is my best friend, Marcellus William Jensen.
There you go. Better say it right.
Willoughby Van Cleve.
Ooh. Van Cleveland.
Van Cleveland.
That's what I have him as on my
Cleveland.
phone. Jordan Van Cleveland.
Van Cleveland. We got a pretty average one for you today. What are we talking about today, Marcellus?
Well, first we're talking about how the Ducks are still in it. My bad.
Do you like my hat?
Nope.
What's wrong with my hat?
Because it says battle born,
Yeah.
but you're not really born for battle, not with the Ducks.
Not with the Ducks? Well, the Ducks, of course, they're not.
I said not with the Ducks, so that didn't make no sense. Your
What
sentence
are you
made
talking
no
about?
sense.
With the Ducks, you're not Battleborn, but with the Knights, you're Battleborn.
At nighttime, yeah.
Yeah. It's always nighttime in Vegas, baby.
Is it?
City never sleeps.
That is true. Never sleeps. We could tell that, from the last game. Need some rest.
I think that was the most competitive game of the series so far, I'd like to think.
Right.
So you've been
You know
watching.
who made it competitive? You know who made it competitive? The Ducks. Anaheim, baby. We're
Well, it
going all
takes-
the way.
It
I'm
takes
telling you, we're
two
going
to
all the way.
compete. It takes two to be competitive, okay?
Right. 2 wins to tie it up 2-2. You're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah, I say this is probably the best series out of the whole second round.
You know who's taking it home, though? Come on.
The Avalanche.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, probably. Anyways,
You're
let's see. It is time for Fancers, getting straight into it. Episode 196, by the way.
196.
Ooh. But yeah, Fancers, where we revisit the question of the episode from last week. And Marcellus, do you recall the question of the episode from last week?
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was here last week.
You don't gotta be here to know what's on my Facebook feed, baby boo.
I don't think we're friends on Facebook.
I don't
Sadly.
think so either. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I think I got you blocked on everything. Yeah. But you're gonna love this one actually.
Okay.
Simple question for my friends. Favorite Arizona flavor?
Oh, I did see that one. Yeah. I did.
Despite all odds.
Hmm.
Did you even say anything? Let's see.
I didn't. I saw it. I literally saw it. My Facebook's been really weird recently. Every time I click on a post, it refreshes my whole thing.
Oh, that's frustrating.
And I'm like,
Facebook
what?
really needs to fix their stuff, man. Like, I'd be on Spotify. Why do I go to Facebook and it immediately pauses my Spotify? I don't need to listen to anything important on Facebook. Come on.
It's
It's
the
like one of the
dumbest thing
only
ever.
apps that does that, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we got a lot of answers.
Ooh.
But Marcellus, what do you think would be your favorite Arizona flavor?
Blueberry white tea. Come on.
That's right. That's right. You,
Come on. Blueberry white tea.
you dork. That's right.
What is yours? The Riz,
The Riz?
the Rizzlerade or whatever it is.
I remember those. You know, that was crazy though. I remember really liking that one. But
Yeah.
you can't go wrong. These are the main three, right? Like I think these are like just like the entry level all reliable flavors of
Mhm.
Arizona, which is their
Arnold
sweet
Palmer.
tea, their Arnold Palmer, and their green tea. Those three.
Yeah.
That's like their leading trio, right? And so any one of those, call me basic, but like you can't go wrong with a casual green tea. Yeah.
Okay. You said their sweet tea is one of the casual ones.
Yeah.
I don't see those sweet teas anymore. Anytime I go out, The one I usually
Really?
see is like the lemon one, the lemon teas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know that they got those sweet teas over at Quick Star. I could probably go get one right now if I wanted to. You in the wrong places, Marcellus.
I think their sweet teas are a little too sweet.
Mm.
I take
You
a
know
sip
what?
and I got diabetes.
For a
Like
brand
this-
that's called Arizona, yeah, maybe a little too sweet.
Yeah.
They're in the wrong spot. Maybe if it was called Mississippi.
There you go.
Boom. Just as sweet. But let's get
Tennessee.
into these fansers. Our fan answers. Oliver Powell says green tea. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Hope Jakes says watermelon, which means that she was ganging up on me that day when we were drinking the blueberry white tea, and that y'all were
come at her.
y'all were outing me that episode, and therefore she reveals her true colors right here. She's actually a watermelon girly.
Boo.
Ben Anderson, great. No, green tea for me, he says. Rachel Kramer also says green tea.
A lot of green tea fanatics. Okay.
Yeah. Close second is the strawberry Arnie, though. That's actually a pretty good.
I don't think I've had that one.
Ooh, that's actually. I don't know if you've met him, but in our friend group over here in the Grimes house, this guy named Armin. He's been a friend of the pod a couple times. But his main is strawberry Arnie's, and they're actually getting harder and harder to find. He used to have a. It's funny that I'm going to bring up Quick Start twice in one moment. But with this exact same Quick Start, he almost had like a deal with the store manager that he would just buy a whole shipment every month. He went through a time in his life where he only drank strawberry Arnie's. It's pretty good. Don't like seriously, you should give it a try. You should give it a try.
If I find them, I'll drink them.
Yeah. Vinny Cataldo says never had one before.
Never had in Arizona?
Apparently he's never had in Arizona. In this friend group, how do we let this happen?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I don't know. Vinny's getting really good at answering but not answering these fansers questions, because this week he says never had one before, and last week was favorite concert, right? Homie said no more, no less. Too many to name.
He ain't answering the questions. We need to get him out of here.
Couldn't even throw in like a couple honorable mentions, man.
Right?
Like,
nah.
What's going on here? We gotta have like a what's it called when it's like a meeting, but like it's because you have a problem. Yeah, we need to give them an intervention.
We need to do one that's like a meeting, but if they have a problem.
Yeah. Man, okay. Isaac Oxenrider says mango. We got David Patterson. The real question is, what do you recommend trying first? See, that's what Vinny should have said. Come on now. Come on now.
What did you say? What did you answer?
Oh, basically what I was saying earlier about the three old
standards?
reliables.
Okay.
Yeah, the green tea, sweet tea, and the Arnie. But Sherry Shank says Arnold Palmer, then green tea. Yeah.
Mix them together.
Oh, yeah. Jack Lingelbach, whoever that is. These light Arnold Palmer or diet Arnold Palmer is his favorite and the best. Only really hard to find in a can.
You get them in the gallon jugs.
Yeah, they only give them out in the jugs, really. Ray Yule, depends on what I'm doing and temperature, but green tea and Mucho Mango and Arnold Palmer's are the top three.
Mucho Mango's pretty good. Mucho Mango's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like me a Mucho Mango.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I bet you have.
Samara Vega, green tea with ginseng. Hey, yeah. She's the only one to mention that it has ginseng.
Ginseng,
Love
ginseng.
the specifics on the ginseng.
Gotta remember the ginseng.
Kyla Byers, fruit punch.
Fruit by the foot.
Megan Drake.
Drake.
All this
Megan
talk about
drank.
drink. All this talk about tea, and I called her Megan Drank.
Megan drank. Oh.
Megan Drake, love her, photographer. Go find out. Go find her at Spotted Dot Photography and Design. But anyways, she says, "I love the fruit punch." So that's 2 in a row for fruit
That's 2
punchers,
fruit
and
punches.
that's the only fruit punch answers back to back. And then lastly, we got Sabrina Carroll saying watermelon. So yeah, lots of answers on that.
Lots of watermelon.
I think there was only like 2 of them, maybe.
Listen, that's more than I would have said. I don't like the watermelon ones.
You don't?
Those
What?
those are my least favorite.
Really? I really like the watermelon one. I think it's a little bit too sweet. You can there's really such thing as too many of them. Like I can't have 2 of them, but 1 I'm good with.
1 every year, you're good.
Yeah, 1 once a month. More accurately.
Sheesh. That's too many, brother. You're definitely battle-born if you're having 1 a month. My man's ready for war.
Simple question for my friends. Marcellus, what should be the question of the episode this week?
Have we ever done superpowers?
Yes, we have. It's been a long time though. We could probably do it again.
Run it back. Do we run it back?
We run it back?
Let's run it back.
I've made a lot of new friends over the course of the last year, so
3. Yeah, that's right.
New internet friends. If you had a superpower, what would it be? And now I know that Jordan's just going to be like, we've already asked that one, right? I just know it. But yeah, posted, up for sale. Anyways, what's next? Let's see. What's
posted
the next segment?
Up for sale?
Yep. What? Anyways, let's get into. Hey, Marcellus, you got a word of the week?
Do I have a word of the week? Really?
For the Too Many Words podcast, you have a word of the week?
I sure do.
Yes, sir.
The word of the week is quagmire.
Quagmire. You know what?
Mhm.
I'm really glad that you mentioned that one because, every once in a while, I'm reminded that Quagmire is not just a name of a guy from Family Guy, but there's a lot of intention in the name Quagmire. So let's look that up. Quagmire. Oh, it brings up the character first. 1 second. Quagmire definition.
It's a soft, wet, boggy area of land that gives away underfoot, making it difficult to traverse.
Interesting.
Refers to a
Metaphorically,
complex, hazardous, or sticky situation. Very hard to escape. Beat you
such as
to
a
it.
financial or political crisis. Okay. Soft, spongy ground. That's the literal sense. And the figurative sense is difficult, precarious,
No
and-
metaphorical sense.
or entangled predicament.
Not
I like it. It says both because it's the AI overview that we're both reading.
Nah. No.
Oh, look at Marcellus answering both this week's and last week's Fancers question.
Huh? Who's Marcellus?
I don't know because we call you Papa Mark now here around these parts.
Meow.
Sure. Let's see. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, that is reviewing the Michael movie. Are you ready to do that later?
Yeah.
You got any side quests? Anything worth mentioning between now and the last couple weeks that's been pretty significant in your life? What you've been dealing with, what you've been up to, anything weird happen?
Yeah. So this happened. This right here.
Right. Yes.
That happened.
Your foot. What's going on?
Yeah. So, whoa, don't look in there. Don't look at that. Stop looking. So on Monday, and if you're watching this, this would be Monday the 4th. I was walking out of my house to go to work. There are two steps that go from my front door, like down to the step, and I was holding a big box, and I missed the first step and went and planted on my foot very hard.
Ooh.
Happens, happens to the best of us.
It does.
So I didn't think anything of it, put stuff in my car, went to work. Well, Thursday night, my foot started to hurt really bad, and it felt like I had to crack my toe. I'm like, man, it really feels like I need to crack my toe. So I had my wife pull on my toe to see if she could crack it. Well, take two, Mother's Day, my foot started to swell.
Ooh.
And hurt so bad, I cannot put pressure on it. Like it hurts.
This
that
is
bad.
an
I can't
as
even
of
touch
yesterday
it.
situation.
Yep. Woke
Wow.
up this morning in excruciating pain. Got on a call with my doctor on my phone, and she goes, "What seems to be the problem?" I tell her exactly what I tell you. She goes, "All right, turn your camera around. Let me see it." This is how you know you have an issue when you turn the camera around. And your doctor goes, "Whoa!"
Oh gosh.
And I went, "What?" And she goes, "You haven't gone to the ER yet?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "Look at your other foot." I said, "Okay." She goes, "Now look at this foot." I'm like, "All right." She goes, "Nothing seems off." I said, "I think it's a little bit swollen." She goes, "Marcellus, your toe is about that."
Goodness gracious,
And
bro.
so I went to urgent care and got x-rays done. But funny enough, when I got to urgent care, I was wearing Crocs, and I took out my right foot, and she goes, "Is this the foot that's hurt? I don't see anything wrong with it." I said, "No, I'm giving you a reference." I take out my left foot, and she goes, "Yeah, we're gonna get those x-rays stat." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
They
man.
x-rayed it. They determined that it was a high sprain in my big toe and my foot. So not the ankle. Usually you get your
So
sprain
it's
in the
in
ankle.
two different spots.
Yep. And my
Wow.
foot is so inflamed and swollen that it's hot to the touch.
Yeah.
And so I will be in this walking boot for 4.5 weeks.
Dang. When will you be able to go downstairs, brother?
I mean, I can technically go downstairs now, but I will be peg legging it.
Yeah. Or you can just get on your butt and just scoot,
That's true.
just like a kid.
That is true. So we are in this predicament right now, which is not the greatest when you have a 2-month-old
Yeah. No. That's
and
yeah.
she likes to be held and walked around the house.
Oh goodness.
And it'll just be me and her end of next week because my wife goes back to work. So
All right.
We-
You
we
gotta
will
get
have-
good at walking
we'll
on
have
your
peg
heel.
leg. Yep, we'll have peg leg and baby. That sounds like a lawyer comedy show, but Peg Leg and Baby is back on Fox tonight.
That's reminding me of like the movie Big Daddy for some reason.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That Adam Sandler movie where he's got like a kid.
No,
No? Okay.
I don't know who
Yeah.
Adam Sandler is.
You know what? Me neither. Yeah. Have you
Oh,
have
you're saying
seen...
Adam Sandler and the little kid, Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've seen it. That's a good one.
You see that Nate Bargatze movie coming?
Be honest with you, this is not a joke. I do not know who that is.
Okay. Nate Bargatze is like the premier comedian that Christians like because he's got clean material.
Yeah.
He's really clever. He's been around for a while. I remember some of his old stand-up talking about how he's taking karate classes, and you can immediately tell that some kids are there for way different reasons. Like some kids, they want to be like the king of kung fu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I just don't want people to see my nipples when I wear a shirt. He's like, we're here for different levels, but yeah, he's got a movie coming out where he's watching the kids and
Breadwinner.
everything. Yes. Everything goes wrong when he's watching the kids.
I just looked him up. I've seen him before. Did not know that's who that was. I'll be honest with you. I've never seen a stand-up. I've never heard anything he's ever done. I've just seen a photo of him before.
It's okay. I have been listening to stand-up since I was like 11.
Well,
And
then
so,
you need to
like,
sit down.
thank you. I actually typically listen to it when I'm trying to fall asleep, and it's kept me up some
Oh,
nights.
because it's not very good, so it's putting you to sleep.
No,
Okay,
no,
all right.
no. It's because like
He's like, I'm about to put on Kevin Hart.
It started out as like a camping tradition because for my sister's birthday every year we would go camping, in which that was never my sister's decision. That was my mom's decision.
Oh, okay.
My sister was just like, okay, I guess we're going camping during my birthday every year. But anyways, after a couple years of doing that, I had discovered that you could just listen to stand-up comedy on Pandora. And at like 12, 13 years old, I was like, this is awesome. And so it would keep me up all night listening to it while we were camping, and it kind of just turned into like a habit for bedtime, and I don't do it as much these days anymore, but that's like the number.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm an adult.
Whoa! So adults can't listen to stand up before they go to bed?
That's not true. That's not true. It's just that as an adult, that tradition started when I had no rights and I was a child. Now I'm an adult,
rights,
and I
so
can
I
fall
have
asleep.
to listen to stand up.
I could fall asleep doing anything.
Oh,
that was just like whatever.
Keep that off the podcast, bro.
I'm talking about like video games or watching YouTube. Okay, whatever, dog.
And I didn't even say anything, so they can't see it.
Anyways, that was like the main catalyst for how I know a lot of stand-up comedians. And so I don't really expect people to know guys like Dan Cummins or Chad Daniels or
Chad Daniels. Isn't that like a character you have?
No, Chad Daniels is a real person.
That sounds like a character you
No,
made
it's
up, bro.
not. No, it's
Chad
not.
Daniels.
He's just got a good name.
What's up, bro? Chad Daniels. That sounds like like someone who was like the star quarterback in high school, but can't get rid of it, like can't live out that dream, and they never went pro or anything.
He's like the local hero, and he keeps talking about like a local.
Is that
bars.
Chad Daniels? He sure is.
I have the passing record at the local high school
at East, West, North, South, West
years.
High School. Like, whoa. Yeah, you made that up. Chad Daniels.
No, that's a real person, dude.
Nah, never heard of him.
Man.
You ever heard of Aziz Ansari? That's a real person.
That's a real person, yeah. Aziz Ansari, yeah.
That was my first stand-up I ever actually went to go see.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
See, now it takes a lot for me to go see someone live, just because, like, at the end of the day, you're paying to see someone talk,
Nah, you ain't paying to see someone talk. You paying to see someone tell some jokes, okay?
This is true. This is true.
When I went to go see Aziz Ansari, I was literally in tears. It was hilarious. It was in Washington, D.C. It was filmed. And then at the end, he left. He was like, thank you. That's my show. And then he came out and he does this bit. And he only does it at shows called Randy. And he's a different character. And he's like, how y'all doing? My name Randy with 8 A's. Randy. And the whole, like, and it's amazing. And I was like, this man about to do Randy. I called it. I was like, he's going to come out and do Randy. His encore, because sometimes they leave and they come back after like 2 minutes. This man left for 25 minutes. And so people were like, oh, it's over. So literally people were standing up and leaving. And I was like, nah, he gonna do Randy. And my best friend at the time, he's like, no, I don't know, man.
25 minutes is a long time to wait.
And I was like, dude, he does this. I literally watched a stand-up like 4 years ago where he did, it was a 30-minute wait. And then he came back out and was like, Randy. And so it's like almost like an exclusive thing for people who wait. And he's like, bro, I'm telling you, he's not doing Randy. I'm like, well, why are all those people in the front row not leaving?
Nice.
And he was like, because they're probably like us and they're waiting for everyone to leave. It's like, nah, Randy coming out. And then you hear the music drop. Boom. And he comes out and the whole stage is going up and around and these like dollar bills are falling. And I pick up a dollar bill. That joint said, Randy. I said, he's out there, Randy.
That's great.
And it was amazing. And you know who opened for him?
Who?
Hannibal Buress.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, isn't that the guy from Eric Andre? And he was like, yeah. I was like, holy crap. Because we didn't know he was opening. It was a surprise opener, and it was Hannibal Buress. He was hilarious. I didn't expect him to be funny, but I was like that was the first and last comedy show I've ever been to, but I'd go to another because that was funny.
Yeah.
Those. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go to one recently because all these the new comedians like to pick people out, and I'm like, nah, just tell jokes.
That's crowd work. That's crowd work.
Nah, I don't want. He didn't do no crowd work when he was doing Aziz Ansari. That's a real comedian. You don't got to do crowd work. You got straight up jokes.
I've been crowd worked before.
Yeah, you're a perfect target.
I am. It happened when I was like 17, bro.
This dude right here, everybody, this dude in the front. He's like, crap. You weren't even in the front. You're probably all the way in the back.
No,
you back there.
It was a holiday work party. And they hired like a pianist who did jokes.
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
What? Bo Burnham?
Like, there was like this situation where like he had us doing a dance, and I was really naive at the time, and it got me to. Now, people listening ain't gonna see this, but it got me to. I don't know, pour salt in my mouth, you know? Do the pour the salt in your mouth dance.
And you did.
And I 100% trusted them way too much. Yeah.
And you did it.
I did. Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember the person's name?
No.
I bet you don't. You wanted to take that reminder out of your brain.
There's a lot that I can remember from that night because it was the only work holiday thing I've ever went to.
Ever.
For a good reason.
Ever. Ever.
Yeah. And yeah. I mean, let's see. Some real stand-up that I've been to though. Let's see. Gabriel Iglesias. Who else have I seen?
My man went to Fluffy. And
what are you talking about?
Fluffy's not funny anymore.
The last show I went to, it kind of broke my heart because he announced that he had gotten a divorce, and I was like, and then all those stories of him and his wife and that like getting a kid at 8 years old and all this stuff like just flashed before my eyes, and I'm like, that's over now. Like, what? I was invested, and he's just talking about how like he's single now. And he says that he's poly now. Yeah.
What is that?
He's got, the way he explains it is he's not interested in a serious relationship anymore. And he's got someone for hanging out, and he's got someone for cuddling, and he's got someone for the other stuff.
Video games. Okay.
Yeah. And so like, yeah. See,
that's why you're not funny anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
once you get a divorce, you ain't funny.
That means Chad Daniels ain't funny. Dan Cummins ain't funny.
Right? Kevin Hart, not funny.
Half the comedians on planet Earth ain't funny then.
Right. That's why I don't watch.
Many of them. I feel like that's the type of job that really challenges marriages the most, because they're on tour all the time. They're on the road all the time, right? They think they're the funniest guy ever. And so they're probably just as ornery at home as they are on stage, you know? And a lot of these guys, they have stand-up jokes about their wife, which may or may not, they ran by their wife first, you know? And yeah, it's wife of a comedian. Tough job, I'm assuming.
Well, then you ain't funny.
They humble you out, and then all your jokes are a little bit more mellow.
Hey, you heard it here first. You are not funny if you get a divorce and you're a comedian. You ain't funny no more.
If you're not a comedian, you're still funny at post-divorce.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's not your job. It's not your job to be
It's a
funny.
normal guy with a sense of humor at that point.
Exactly. Good. Write that down. Okay, that was good. That's like if I'm watching something and they're like, "Yeah, what's going on? My wife said this the other day," and I'm like, "I'm not laughing." And then the next time I see them, they're like, "Well, so," and they're like, "Say the joke about your wife." Well, we're not together anymore. I'm like, "Oh, boo, this stuff." But like all them jokes you made before, they were garbage. And they're like, "But you were laughing. I was giving you pity laughs." Like, bro. How you gonna come up here and laugh and joke about people's lives? You had a divorce, bro. It ain't funny no more.
Oh
Go
goodness
get
gracious!
go get your wife back, man. Doing crowd work. How you gonna be doing crowd work and you ain't got no wife? That didn't make no sense.
It makes sense
See?
to me. It makes enough sense to me.
Nah,
Oh, man.
you been divorced?
No, thankfully.
That's why you're funny.
Hey, thank you. Hey, I'll take that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I mean, you're not a comedian, but
Hey,
but you're
no,
funny.
no, I'm a wannabe. I have a podcast where I try to be funny.
Hey,
Soft launch
you're-
my
you're-
career.
you're battle born.
Yes, I am. That is true.
Is this okay? I have to ask so no one else asks. Is there like a sponsor of the show or
What?
I mean, because I see the bag back there. Is there a sponsor you're trying to get?
What,
or-
the Jimmy Johns?
Yep.
Dude, when I saw it there in the frame, I was like, dude, this totally looks set up, bro. I was
And
like,
today's sponsor is Jimmy
I'm
John.
just casually eating Jimmy John's. It's commercially just in frame in the corner.
Exactly.
Like we
Literally
should
everything
do
else in the
this with,
room is
like,
out of frame
actual-
except for the Battleborn and the Jimmy John. That's it. Dang, y'all heard it here first. No sponsorship.
No, listen. Actually, I have been eating. This bag is not mine specifically, but I have been eating a lot of Jimmy John's lately. And I'll tell you what,
The Unwitch.
dude. So like, you know how McDonald's has the Big Arch burger?
Ugh, yeah.
Okay, so I've captured the Jimmy John's variant of what the Big Arch burger tastes like,
Okay.
and it's like a healthier version because it's Jimmy John's, right?
And Jimmy John's is healthy. Yep.
Well, they're not completely healthy, but it's better than McDonald's, at least on a health scale.
Okay.
Apparently, like most of the heavy lifting for the flavor on the Big Arch is just like those crispy little onion bits. And they serve those at Jimmy John's. And I ordered that with just like their BLT.
With bread.
I mean, the Big Arch has bread, Marcellus.
Bro, how you gonna lose weight if you're eating bread at Jimmy John's, bro? They put extra estrogen and MSG inside those things.
Bread is bread, Marcellus. All right. You got to just know how much bread you should be eating. Okay?
That's why you eat an Unwitch, no bread.
I mean, those are pretty good too. I've tried them. I've made burgers with peppers instead of buns. Yeah, like those big bell peppers. You cut it
Ew.
in half, get rid of the seeds, get rid of the stem.
Nah, bro, that ain't it.
Dude,
Do it
have
with,
you
do
tried
it with
it?
onion. I don't like peppers, so do it.
Do it with onion. That's a lot of onion, bro. Are you kidding me? Don't kiss
Hey,
your wife
onions
after
just
that
as
one,
good
bro.
for you than peppers. I think onions are actually better for you than peppers are. So
Not for your breath.
don't matter.
Brush your teeth after that one.
I ain't about that breath life. I'm about that onion life. All right. Give me two hearty, big old pieces of onion with a
All
burger
right.
in the middle.
All right. Whatever. Anyways, if anybody is curious, please, if you want to have like this Big Arch vibe, but feel better about yourself because it's not McDonald's, literally just their BLT with cucumbers and those crispy onion things. Okay. Give
We
it a
just lost
try.
our McDonald's sponsorship.
Oh, we don't need a McDonald's sponsorship. Jimmy John's, baby.
I do. What the freak? What? What?
You know what? You're right. McDonald's does have more money, huh?
Whoa!
But-
you lose all the
but-
sponsorship.
But Jimmy John's does more free stuff. I'd like to think they do. They
Like
do more,
what?
like promotional stuff, like when they were doing that new toasted stuff promotion.
Hold on, they toast it now?
Yeah, they do toasted sandwiches now.
See, this is why I didn't like Jimmy John's before, because I'm like, I need my bread toasted. But they toast now. I gotta try Jimmy John's again.
Yeah, dude. I don't like them toasted just because I like the cold bread. But if you do like them toasted,
Bro.
it's not bad.
Who are you? That's gross. When I go to Subway, my wife's Subway order is cheese, ham, and tomato and lettuce, and that's it. And I said, you want something like wet on there? No, I'm fine. You want it toasted at least? No. So you just want a sandwich that we could buy from the store. You can just go to the store and make a sandwich. Like, so you're telling me you go out to Jimmy John's and get a BLT that you can make at the store and go, let me get a little crispy onions on it. Whoa. He's jazzing up his life. No. When you go to Jimmy John's, you're gonna get the number one with all the meat, toast that joint, and put all the sauces on that thing. I don't go out to eat a sandwich I could get from the store. What the heck?
Listen,
You're probably paying $11.59 plus a drink, so it's probably $13.84.
you get the sandwich only. You get the sandwich.
Oh, sandwich only, so $11.59 for a sandwich. I can go to the dang Hy-Vee and get some meat, cheese. I can get bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and the crispy onions, and the bread for
How
like
you gonna get the crispy
$5.
onions, bro? You gonna like fry them at home?
You can get crispy onions at the store already
Really?
crispified.
What?
How do you
This is
think they
news.
get it at Jimmy John's? They're not crispifying onions. They're not sitting back there like, all right, we're adding this to the menu. Whoa. People go to Jimmy John's to eat this soggy bread, this normal bread. This is outrageous.
Here's a weird thing about me though. I get my sandwiches at Subway toasted, never toasted at Jimmy John's. I don't like the bread at Subway, so I do need to heat it up.
You say you don't like the bread at Subway?
No, but I love the bread at Jimmy John's, and so it's like, hey, don't mess with that. Don't toast it. You know, that's like exactly.
You ever been
why.
to Firehouse Sub?
I have.
I think Firehouse Sub better than Jimmy John's.
Not a fan.
We know. You are the perfect person for Jimmy John's.
Thank you.
If they said we need to hire someone, I would be like, we need to get this guy named Isaac. Okay, he likes our sandwiches the way they come.
I do.
He's
Dude.
a normal original man. Right?
Bro, they give you like their end of day bread for like 50 cents. Like legit. Like if you want just the bread, they'll give it to you for 50 cents and you can take it home and make your own sandwich, which I have done, bro.
Hold on.
Bread.
Hold on. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they have the best sub bread, bro. I swear.
So how about you and I go to Jimmy John's one of these days? I'm in my boot, you're in your hat, Jimmy John's, and I say, let me get bread.
Yeah, you could do that.
I need a baguette now. Okay.
You could do that. 50 cents.
And they're like, oh, it's 50 cents plus tax would be 52 cents. And I'm gonna look over at you and go, I thought you said it was 50 cents, bro.
It's
They're like, well, you know,
50.
there's tax. Nah,
you know what's funny?
Said 50 cents.
You know what's funny? Go in at the right time with the right employee. They'll just give it to you for free.
Do you know the right time and the right employee?
Well, I was at.
Don't say it. You ain't supposed to. This is our secret. I don't care if it's on the podcast. He was at an undisclosed location.
I was at a disclosed location, and I think the trick is you go in there like in the last hour of operation, like the last hour that they're open, and then by then you just get closers that just don't care, and they're like, "Bro, just have it."
You walk in, you're like, "Oh," they're like, "Yeah, all right, thank you.
Sure.
Come on back here and make it
They're pretty
yourself,
chill.
bro. It's pretty easy."
I mean, most of the people working at Jimmy John's, like on average, is around our age or younger. So it's like they don't.
Well, you don't know how old I am. You don't know.
You don't know how old I am.
Maybe your age, bro. 26. Maybe your age, bro.
You think I'm 26?
I know you're 26.
All I know is that you're about to be old.
That's not true.
29.
That's old. That's old.
No.
30 is old. How about that? I ain't 30 yet.
Truly, I don't think people are old until after like
death.
68. Yeah, 69 and up. That's pretty up there. Sure. What are you doing?
You're old. How old are you? Well, I'm pretty old for my age. Bet you're 69, sir.
Pretty old for my age? What?
I'm pretty old for my age. How old are you?
Age, whatever you are, is what you are.
I'm 69. Oh, yeah.
I think it's time to get them lips wet.
No, it ain't, because I ain't got nothing to do that. So we're skipping it this week and going straight into meat and potatoes.
Well, I didn't.
Right.
I never said my side quest.
Sorry, your side quest is eating a Jimmy John's.
I've had a stack of bread. I've had a stack of movies off to the side this whole time.
Your side quest is that you eat regular bread from Jimmy John's.
No, I never even told you Jimmy John's did for free one time. So when they did the toasted promotion, they were like, I forgot exactly how many, but they were like, this however many toasted subs are absolutely free to whoever comes in and orders one. And the East Coast the East Coast totally just took over because they were the stores that opened first in America. And so by the time the time zone got to the Midwest where Jimmy John's was opening, they weren't free no more.
That's because the East Coast knows how to eat freaking sandwiches.
That subculture over there is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Have you ever had chopped cheese in New York, bro?
Bro, I'm from the East Coast.
Yeah, you are.
Ask me if I've ever had. Don't ask me nothing about no East Coast. Bro.
You know about chopped cheese?
Bro, don't ask me about no sandwiches from the East Coast. I'm the sandwich man on the East Coast, okay?
It's probably why you've been flaming me this whole time about my tasting sandwiches.
Bro,
and your wife's tasting
goes
sandwiches.
And gets untoasted. If you go to a freaking Jimmy John's, Starbucks, Subway, I don't even care, Starbucks. If you go anywhere and they ask you want toasted and you say no, go home. You don't need to be spending money.
They got quality bread over there at Jimmy John's, bro.
And it's even more quality when it's toasted to the right perfection.
Dude. Chat, put it in a vote, all right, in the comments. Yeah.
Chad. Oh, you're talking about Chad.
Chad Daniels. Let me know what you think.
What is it? Oh, Daniels. Chad Daniels.
Let me know what you think. Do you get your sandwiches toasted, sir?
You know what? You know what? Delete your post. That's the question of the freaking. That's the question. Delete it. Do you think I'm joking? Delete that. No superpowers. You get your sandwiches toasted when you go out to a place that makes sandwiches? If a bunch of people say no, I know it's a Midwest thing.
If there's no other comments on the previous one.
Oh, there's a comment.
Oh, there's 7 of them, so we can't change it, bro.
Well, then add another one. We're doing 2 questions.
We're gonna do 2 of them next week, okay?
Nope. We're doing 2 of them this week.
Okay, I will ask tomorrow, so there's enough space for the algorithm.
We ask.
You gotta space it out for the algorithm.
How about this?
Sir?
How about I ask it?
I mean, you are pretty popular online, so.
Not in real life. The way you said that, you're pretty popular online.
You're the most popular in person.
You're pretty popular online.
Well, that's like the sense. That's why Jordan doesn't post it. People don't comment on his posts.
Online, you're pretty popular. In real life, yikes.
Yeah, nobody cares about me in real life, bro. Once they meet me, they're like, this guy's overrated. What?
I want to know the answers now, but I know that's for next week.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean, I guess technically I could just go.
You just go on Facebook and look for yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm posting it right now. Sorry, don't forget.
All right, I will skip the get your lips wet this week just because Jordan's the one that's actually the person that buys get your lips wet.
What is that?
I feel like he'd be upset if I drank this one this week without him. This is the Arizona Liberty Lemonade. It's to celebrate 250 years of America. It's a fruit juice cocktail. Looks like we got raspberry and lemon and cherry. Yeah, those are the 3 flavors. Now I'm really tempted to try it now. Wow. Huh. He did buy 2 cans. Should I drink this one? Sir?
And who cares?
Here, for the sake of time, because we have a whole movie review after this, let me just go through these movies that I bought today. I went to Jay's. I went to Half Price Bookstore. And I went to...
It's just Half
Rats.
Price Books.
I went to Rats also.
Rats?
Yeah, Rats at Merleheim Mall.
RATZ or S?
RATTZ.
Never heard of it.
So, this is the only VHS that I picked up today. This movie, Good Will Hunting, on VHS. The movie I've actually never seen before, but I've only ever heard good things about it. And I know it's one of those movies that everybody should go see. And it's just something that I have not seen yet, but I do know this is a pretty good gem. Next, we have Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo from
That's a good one.
the 1960s or something. 1958, actually. Yeah. This is a good movie for people who want to study movies. I've never seen Vertigo. Oh, he left.
I'm still here. I don't know why I did that.
It's all good. I have yet to see Vertigo, but I think, just to amplify basic storytelling and also, the birthright of the Vertigo shot in filmmaking. This is where this is from, obviously. Now, this is
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes, sir. Now, this next one is a steel book that we have actually mentioned earlier on the podcast as of like last month. I finally went and got that Django Unchained steel book. It also comes with bonus content, and that's exactly why you collect physical media. It's for the bonus content. Heck yeah.
Comes with a free whip.
That'd be so messed up, bro. That'd be crazy.
You'd buy it.
And that'd be something that Tarantino would be like, yeah, throw that in.
Put that in there.
It's for authenticity. Gives it character. But yeah, my favorite Tarantino movie. Easily my favorite Tarantino movie. We got Shutter Island, a movie I have not seen before, but apparently has one of the best endings in cinema. And it's a psychological horror / thriller. Scorsese teaming up with Leonardo DiCaprio sounds like a pretty good movie to me. Predator 4 movie pack. So it's got Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator. And I'm a big Predator guy. And so, yeah. What?
Say it again.
I'm a big Predator movie guy.
No, say what you said before.
No, thanks. I'd like to not.
Isaac, and I quote, I'm a big Predator guy.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Oh, man. And the Batman. Because I love the Batterson with all my heart.
That was so. Every movie you're like, I got this one, I haven't seen it, but and the last one, the Batman.
Well, it goes without saying, it's a great movie.
Great.
It's the first movie that like truly honors Batman being a detective, and I love everything about that. Okay. And I don't even like.
Then you haven't seen all the Batmans.
Probably not. I'm not really a Batman freak. There's only been 2 times in history where I thought the Batman was like cool, which was
Dark Knight,
this movie,
and the Batman. We already know, man.
No. I have the Dark Knight trilogy just because I like movies. Okay? But that is not when I thought the Batman was cool. Okay? You watch the Dark Knight trilogy. I've said it before on this podcast. The Dark Knight trilogy is great because of its villains, not because of its Batman. This Batman is cool. Okay? This Robert Pattinson Batman is cool. Okay? I'm gonna keep talking. Anyways, the only other time that Batman is cool is Absolute Batman. Y'all should read up on the Absolute Batman series. It's really good. Really
Absolute
good.
Batman sucks.
Stop it. You have so many issues of that. Anyways.
No, I have one issue, and it's number one. All right. Number one issue.
Let me know if you want the volume book, or at least borrow it.
I don't. Every comic that I have, and I probably have like over 150 comics, I've not read a single one.
So I just got your text. Let's review Michael. Let's get right into it. Are you ready? Sir? We're burning daylight. Did you freeze?
No. So
this guy.
See, and that was funny. I'm not divorced. Anyway, go ahead. Ow, I hurt my foot.
So about a week and a half ago, I saw Michael. Mm-hmm. A little bit before that, you saw Michael.
Opening night, baby. Opening night.
Jordan probably has zero intentions on seeing Michael, so this probably worked out for us to review.
That's because he's uncultured.
He is uncultured. I'd like to say that. Yeah. I mean, he does like Transformers.
Uncultured people do.
You know what? You're right. Anyways, Marcellus, what did you think of this movie?
I thought it was great. I thought the reason I thought the movie is great is not typically for what you think a movie is great for. Like a lot of people are like, oh, the storytelling and this and that, or all the way down to the breadth. I thought this movie was great because it was like I went and saw a concert.
Yeah.
And I obviously have never seen Michael Jackson in concert. And so going and actually just sitting there and, you know, obviously it had his life, you know, it was his life story up until a certain point, but seeing certain aspects, it was almost like I get to actually live a Michael Jackson concert. And that's why I thought it was great.
Okay.
Do I think it was the best biopic? No, I don't. I've seen a lot of good biopics. Is it already the best biopic? Yes, because it's won he is making history without even being alive. It's the number one biopic in the.
You mean the most like box office?
Sure.
I mean, MJ makes money, bro.
Yep.
That's just what happens.
And you saying that statement, the person who made this film knew that.
Yeah, absolutely. 100,000%. Yeah, absolutely.
And they already announced there's going to be a second one.
Mm-hmm. For the latter half of his career. That should go a little bit more in depth in the story, right? Hopefully, right? That'd be cool.
I'm going to watch it, and it's going to be just as good.
See? Did you see my review on Facebook about Michael?
Yep.
Yeah?
I mean, I had to because my name popped up, so.
That's right. I tagged you in that. That's right.
Yeah.
I said you weren't going to like this review of mine.
And I'm okay. You're entitled to your opinion, and your opinion could be right, but.
See, here's my thing, especially for those people who don't have me on Facebook or Letterboxd, because I basically said the same thing on Letterboxd.
Letterman.
Yeah. Essentially, I went in with the mindset of wondering why there was such a dissonance between the audience and the critics. I was like, let's figure this out, right? Well, lo and behold, after all these years of what story structure is, I figured it out. The movie lacks story structure. You on the phone?
No. Got
okay.
you.
You know, with your blanket and your shirt, you look like you're dressed as a minion.
I'm gonna be back.
Sure.
Banana.
Yep.
They say that a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to find out, and you know, a lot of what the critics had to say did make sense. You know, they made Michael Jackson a perfect human being, flawless human being, right? You had a little bit of setup. You had a little bit of chance in the first act where they made him insecure about his body and he got a nose job and all this stuff, right? And all this stuff with his dad. Marcellus, I think this movie would have benefited. That point in the movie where, spoiler alert, well, this is a biopic, no spoilers. That part in the movie, that part in the movie where like he has his new agent fire his dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the first movie should have ended. Like the studio knew this movie was going to make money. They should have just planned for the long run to make like 3 or 4 Michael movies so they can go in depth just a little bit more.
That's too many Michael movies.
I'm sure if you ask some people, it's not enough Michael movies. Okay.
That's too many. 4. I would have been like, all right, this is a cash grab.
Okay. Make it a trilogy. Make it a trilogy. I think
3.
we could have gone. The biopic struggles to be interested in Michael as a human being. Truly.
What do you mean?
I can name a biopic. That's a better biopic than this biopic. I will say this is a fun movie. You make a great point by saying it felt like I was in concert. The pacing is absolutely horrible because that's what this movie was. It was a highlight reel of his career, or at least the first half. A highlight reel of his career, where it's like we'd do all these time jumps and like literally, how many other movies have not 1, not 2, but 3 songs that follow a biopic artist, musician, right? Where we see from start to finish the entirety of the song. Like they don't do that in Straight Outta Compton, right? Like they do the highlights.
That's a great one.
That is, in my opinion, the best one. I have not seen a lot of other musician ones. I saw the Bob Marley one. That was great. And guess what?
That was great.
That dove deep into the inner workings of music and peace versus government and all that stuff, right? The average Michael Jackson fan that knows, an average amount about Michael Jackson's life, they learned very little new material about Michael Jackson watching this movie. It's
right.
Like, yep, that's correct. Yep, that's correct. Yep. They said
that's what I'm saying. This movie wasn't about for the people who know him. It's about for the new generation of kids who don't know him. This is Michael Jackson.
Hitting all their bases. Yeah. I mean, Zariah and Tyrion got hype about it.
That's the point. It's not about the Isaacs and the Marcelluses or even the Sean Willoughby's, my dad, who goes, because my dad knows literally that is probably my dad's favorite artist of all time.
I mean,
I would say Bob Marley is his like a close second for my dad. And he went and saw the movie by himself the other day, and all he did was text me say, amazing.
It is, truthfully, Marcellus, even though in my Facebook review I said I do not plan to see it again, I wouldn't mind seeing it again in theaters because you were right. Cinematically, it's a great experience. It is a fun movie because who doesn't like Michael Jackson music anyways, right?
A lot of people.
A minority of people, to be really honest.
That is true.
Which is really impressive, to be honest. But
yes,
like for as big as he was before social media, without social media, insane.
Exactly. That's what people don't realize.
That's the thing. Like Michael is going to be one of those examples where, sure, there's a lot of technical storytelling issues that is wrong with the movie, but because it's Michael Jackson, that does not matter. Like legit, we walk out of that theater. My mom says to my niece, "Hey, wasn't that awesome? We love Michael Jackson." Like the people who casually just go to the movie theater, they're not thinking the way we think about movies.
Right.
They don't analyze movies the way we analyze movies. At the end of the day, people just want to go see something and be like, that was not a waste of time. I had a good time. That was good. That was fun. right?
Exactly.
Like, there's so many people in my position, Marcellus, that are like trying to write the next Hamlet. So dramatic, so emotions based, but it's about the most boring stuff on planet freaking Earth.
Mm-hmm.
People want to see cool stuff. People want to be like, I'd go see that. That looks fun, right? And Michael is a perfect example of that. Like, at the end of the day, you can't really shake a stick at, Michael. Like, it does two of the main things that studios care about. Does it make money? And do people like it enough to go see the sequel?
Does it make money? It is the highest grossing biopic of all time.
Of all time. Already.
Of all time.
It's been in theaters for like 2.5 weeks.
Of all time.
Of all time, yeah.
This man has broken a record in the grave.
Yeah.
He in the grave when they said, "Oh yeah, it's that."
So,
and I knew it would. I told my dad when I came out of the movie theater, I said that will be the number one movie in America. It'll be the number one movie in the world.
Yeah, just because it's Michael Jackson.
And you know what my dad said? He was the number one person in the world before internet. So yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. That's just gonna happen.
So whoever thought of going, I'm gonna make a Michael biopic, they said, I'm about to make money. Like they were like, I'm making a lot of money.
Well, and I think it was like, sorry, go ahead. So I think it was very intertwined with what the family wanted to do, because like obviously the lead was Jafar Jackson, and like you had to get permission from the family to use his name and all that stuff and all the rights, right? And so I think it was like an idea from the family on a certain extent, Well,
a lot of people don't know this, that you see obviously you have the Jackson
5.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting text I asked the question on Facebook, and now people are texting me why I asked that question. You've like, why are you asking about before? Subway? And I'm like, oh my gosh. My last post was like 3 years ago. So like they're like, did you get hacked? No, I want to know. What was I saying? Oh, a lot of people don't know this, but in the movie there was the Jackson 5, and then there was one sister.
Yep.
Well, he has 9 siblings.
Wow. Okay.
So there were, and he is the youngest. Janet Jackson's the youngest.
That's right.
And so a lot of people were like, hey, how come these people, where was Janet? Was she not born yet? We didn't see her in the whole entire movie. And I was talking to my dad about that, and he actually looked it up, and apparently I think one of the other siblings is dead, but the other ones, they were like, we don't want to do it. We don't want our likeness in the film. Mm-hmm. And Janet, who was, his favorite, he loved him some Janet. She said she didn't want to do the film because some of the things they wrote about Michael wasn't true, in the sense of like, some of these things that you're saying are bad, like why he wanted a nose job or why he wanted this, is not true. He wanted him for different reasons. And she said some of the things you're saying about my dad aren't true. And she's like, and if you're gonna be, she said, I will put my likeness into a biopic if everything is 100% true.
Well, then you're just not making a good movie at that point, to be really honest.
She didn't want them to make a movie in general. She also said
there's also that, yeah.
So the oldest, which is I think Tito, and his son is obviously the one that played Michael. Yeah. She said that what they wrote about Tito was wrong also. She said he was much like my dad, and in this movie he's nothing like my dad. Yeah. And I was like, oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
My dad was telling me, he was like, oh yeah, Tito was like, when they were when they were touring and dad didn't see them, he'd beat Michael and all that kind of stuff. And in the movie they don't show that. And that's because Tito didn't want that in the movie.
I mean, that makes sense,
But that's why she was upset, because she's like, you can't do they never did a biopic about Michael Jackson because they were all needed to be on the same page. Like, sure, like because they wanted to do this for a long time.
Well, I feel like the timing is kind of interesting there too, because like after the longest time, due to like the quiet on set stuff, I feel like Michael Jackson's PR is heading in a positive direction ever since then, where it's like, no, Michael Jackson actually cared about kids compared to all these evil people,
Now, I will say,
I feel like they waited for something like that,
Now, I will say, all of the stuff that's come out about him, about the kids and all that kind of stuff, his number one advocate is Macaulay Culkin, which obviously we don't know if he's going to be in the movie yet because we haven't seen the second part.
Yeah.
But they interviewed him about the movie, and they were like, "Are you going to go see the movie? All the allegations." And he was like, "1, that's one of my best friends. 2, yes, I'm going to go see the movie. And 3, no, till this day, he's like, I'm 40 something years old. Till this day, no, nothing happened."
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
I've said it over and over and over again. He goes, "I'm now an adult where people can actually," because when he was a kid and he said nothing happened, people were like, "Oh, you're just saying that."
Yeah, he would face 0 repercussions if he came out today and said something, right?
And so and he was like, nothing happened. He was like, Michael Jackson literally never had a childhood, so that's why he did what he did.
Yeah.
And so I think that's, like you said, I think that's why they did that in the movie, because they showed him at Toys R Us or doing kid stuff a lot during this movie. He's at Toys R Us. He signed a bunch of stuff for kids. He'd walk around and give out toys. And it's like, why are we seeing this a lot in this biopic?
Yeah.
And
didn't have a normal childhood.
Because I think the second part of this movie is going to show more of like the allegations and how he was like, no, but I think the second part is just going to be another concert.
You think it's going to be another highlight reel?
Yes.
Oh man, I would hate that. I mean, it's still fun movie.
Do they want to make money again?
Yes, they do.
Do another highlight reel.
Exactly. Do another highlight reel. I mean, I don't know. It's Michael Jackson. I feel like it wouldn't matter whether or not what they did with the movie, as long as it wasn't complete garbage, But yeah. Marcellus, what do you rate this movie out of 100?
76.
76. Okay. I'd probably give it a.
You thought it was going to go higher?
No. I feel like you're pretty level-headed. I'd give it a 69. Yeah. For zero
That's
joke.
old.
For zero joke reasons, I gave it a 69, just because I feel like it's on the threshold of being, a better movie, but it's like hitting that blockade of I got some own personal rules of why I can't score it higher.
Yeah. Now, if we were watching Straight Outta Compton, I liked Michael.
Straight Outta Compton, that's like a 93.
That's
dog.
like a
yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's a good one. And honestly, the Bob Marley movie, I'm gonna give that like an 85. Like that's a good one too.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Like if I'm like you were saying, if I'm reviewing a movie, I'm going based off how we do it every time. Like we were doing the Oscars, going based off story and character and all different things. And it's hard to do that, because it's a biopic. It's someone's life. That's like saying character. Do you like Michael Jackson? Like, no, then you don't think the character's good. You know what I'm saying? But overall, like story, sure, the pacing was like we're seeing a highlight reel. We're going from the Thriller to the Pepsi to the
all
this
over the place.
to the this to that, and it's like okay, and then you get some story aspects in there of him like in his room, or he's with his mom, and it's like, oh, that's cool.
They're watching movies,
right? And I liked those parts because it was more movie like.
Yes,
like we're seeing a scene, but everything else was like, oh, here, okay, highlight reel.
Yeah,
the Straight Outta Compton, that was a movie. Like that was like a full. It might have been the same time, like the movies, like had the same playtime. Michael felt short. Straight Outta Compton feels like you're sitting and watching a 2.5-hour movie.
It was almost like documentary.
Right.
Almost, cinematic documentary. But
and same with Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Like the story was a lot better. And sure, if it's a biopic, some people are like, I don't want a biopic to have more like theatricals in it. Why not? It's a movie. We're going to a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want a biopic, go on Wikipedia and just read it.
Yeah. Go watch Oppenheimer.
Never seen that.
Exactly. But yeah, since we only have just a few more minutes with you, Marcellus, we did not have a lot of time to go really in depth with what we usually do for movie reviews, but I could argue we went in as much depth in this review as the story went into Michael's character as a person. But anyways, Marcellus, what is your favorite scene out of this movie? Just so we have something personified out of what we feel here today.
My favorite scene in the movie is when he's in the pool in the little floaty and his brothers come over and they're like, Michael, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm talking to God. And they're like, about what? And he goes, about a song, and I gotta sing it. And they look around and they're like, well, we're about to go out. You want to come with us? And he's like, no. And they're like, why? And he goes, because if I don't, Prince will.
I remember that.
Yeah, so and I was like, that's funny. I busted out laughing. I was like, that's funny. That is funny.
That is true, bro. He was like MJ slanted for a period of time right there, man. That's great.
I'm like, all right, that's funny.
I think for me, I really loved the build up to when they got to the part where they were actually, no, I changed my mind. This is exactly why I didn't like the movie. They should have spent way more time in that that era where they were talking about the Bloods and the Crips and getting along. They should have put more time into that. Like seriously, that is such a big social issue that we could have taken Michael's positive, non-violent example that he did back then and reinvented it into a movie. You know, this movie had an opportunity to bring peace, but nope, we're just going to highlight reel. You know, that's an issue that I have, Marcellus. But another honorable mention is the build up to the part where we talk about the thriller, because like, obviously anybody who walks into this movie, they know that there's going to be a part where they talk about thriller and the thriller going to thriller, you know? And I really liked that too. My niece danced the whole time during that part and it was fun.
B&B?
No, Palms. Sorry, my mom picked. Okay. My mom picked, sir. Okay. But I bet B&B probably throws it down pretty well. Would that be like in the big one? Yeah.
I saw it in Screen X.
Screen X. I bet that's a pretty cool experience in 3.
Well, when they were doing the they were all the way to crowd the thing.
Yeah.
I said, oh, look at them over there.
I like that. I like that a lot. But anyways, Marcellus. Yes, you did. Shout out B&B Theaters. Anyways, Marcellus, who or what do you dedicate this podcast episode out to?
I dedicate this podcast episode out to all the people who enjoyed the Michael movie.
All right.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. And it's a growing number, too. This episode, for me, goes out to Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Delivery. Go check out.
Is it? My wife said that earlier today. This is the second person to say that. And I said, is it? Have you guys ever ordered Jimmy John's to your house? Is it that fast? Like
I have.
It came that fast?
They have their slow days.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't say freaking fast delivery. Bro, what if I called during rush hour? On purpose. Like, are you going to run red lights?
Don't look too much into it. Anyways, this one goes out to you, Jimmy John's. Love you guys.
You know why it's freaky fast delivery?
Why?
Because they don't toast their crap. They're just throwing sandwiches together.
Yeah, they just have a lot of time not toasting my sandwiches.
Like, what do you order? A BLT? We already got a couple of those made. Just take one and go.
It's like the Little Caesars cheese and pepperoni ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Just grab it and go.
What did this guy order? Oh, he ordered toasted crap. We're not getting in there in 20 minutes or less.
Oh man. Anyways, we're going past your time. 1, 2, 3, amen.
1, 2, 3, amen.
1, 2, 3, amen.